Hello friends, good evening and welcome to Sarat Chandra IAS Academy where your dreams are our mission. This is Yatharth here. In today's video, we'll be dealing with current affairs. We also have two ongoing series apart from current affairs that deal with geography. So one is the mountains of India. Right now we are doing the Himalayan mountains or Himalayan series. You can watch the lecture, as well as the Mahanadi, so which we covered in Rivers of India series. So Mahanadi is done. Next we'll move on to other rivers such as Krishna, Kaveri, etc. and later on to the North Indian rivers such as the Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra system. Alright, in this lecture however we'll only deal with the current affairs. They are also equally important. Okay, so this is first of all I'll tell you this is the world map here. This is our beloved India. So in the lecture we'll keep coming back to this map and mark various different locations here, whatever we talk about. I also recommend you to learn the world mapping, make a world map and see where the events are happening with respect to India. So starting the lecture, the first thing that we come across today is the US sinks a Houthi boat in the Red Sea. Alright, so first of all, we need to derive what two things are important for us here. The first is the Red Sea. We need to know where is the Red Sea located. Second thing is the Houthi rebels. What are these Houthis? Alright, so first let's come to the world map back here. So here in respect to India, we can, just a second, I'll change the pen color. Alright, we can see this is the Arabian Sea. This is the Bay of Bengal side. So now we are going towards this side. Here we can see two countries. This is the Persian Gulf and Oman side. This is the Red Sea and Yemen side. This is the Gulf of Aden. Gulf of Aden or Eden. Alright, and this is the Red Sea. This is the Mediterranean Sea here. So what's a simpler way to remember that which side is the Persian Gulf side? Let's say if you make a map like this. So you need to remember that this side is the Red Sea side. Okay, what is an easy way to remember? If you are writing Red Sea, then you can remember Suez Canal is also here. And you know that Suez Canal leads further to Mediterranean. So we will always remember that RS, Red Sea or Red Suez Canal leads to Mediterranean. Alright, and there is Gulf of Aden. And in the same side lies Yemen. And these Houthi rebels are connected to Yemen. Alright, so in the Yemen civil war, these Houthi are playing a big role. Let's see what they are doing and where is the Red Sea. So we already know where is the Red Sea by here. This is the Yemen side. This is the Bab el Mandab Strait. So this is also a very important point in the Red Sea. There's a small strait here. The Houthis have attacked several cargo ships bound for Israel. So first of all, the ships go from here towards the Red Sea. Further on, they move through the Suez Canal here. Alright, and there is a small strait here which goes on a port of Israel. Alright, the ships can also directly go to Suez Canal and through the Suez Canal to the Mediterranean, from where they can access the Israel again. Alright, so 12% global trade passes through the Red Sea. This is an important fact. Suez Canal, summed pipeline and the Bab el Mandab Strait are strategic routes for Persian Gulf oil and natural gas, responsible for 12% of total seaborne traded oil, 8% of LNG trade worldwide. So what an easy way for the Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf is closed this side. Alright, and all the oil producing countries are here. So first of all, they'll come here, then take a round and go in the Red Sea from here towards the Mediterranean and further towards the Europe. Alright, so this is a way for them. Just a second. Alright, so what's the news here for us is that, just a second, the US military says it has killed 10 Houthi fighters and sank 3 of the Yemeni armed group's vessel after a clash in the Red Sea. The escalation mentioned in the US statement on Sunday follows weeks of Houthi attacks on ships it identified as being linked to Israel that were passing through the Bab el Mandab Strait into the Red Sea. So now what's important for us is to connect these things. One, Suez Canal, Mediterranean Sea. Alright, and then we see the Red Sea. Then the Bab el Mandab Strait, and then the Gulf of Aden, and then the Arabian Sea. If we come north to south, this side. Well, it also becomes important for us to remember the countries. So this is the largest country, Saudi Arabia here. Alright, Iraq here, Iran here, Syria, Jordan, many countries are there. Alright, so this is a hot zone. Question can be asked from here. Multiple things are happening in India, in respect to India, sorry. Alright, let's also see what are these Houthis. So Iran is widely accused of backing the Houthis. So Iran, this is a big, let's say, groupism. One group is the Arab group, which has support of Iran also. Then along with Iran, a backup support of China and Russia. And let's say North Korea. So this is one group. Against this is, let's say, Israel, Europe, especially Germany, UK and France, plus USA. And India is trying to be somewhere in between as per its non-aligned policy. Just a second. Alright. So Iran is widely accused of backing the Houthis. Is there the Shiite movement? Alright, so it is a movement by the Shia Muslims. And Iran has the largest population of Shia Muslims. Iraq has one of the largest population of Sunni Muslims. So ISIS is also one hub of Iran. So this is a different thing. ISIS terrorism and all. It's going on in Syria, Lebanon, Hezbollah here. So all these are terrorist organizations. They are also spreading terrorism in Sahel region. Question can be asked again from here. So Houthis are a Shiite movement that has been fighting Yemen's Sunni majority government since 2004. The Houthis took over the Yemeni capital Sana'a. This Sana'a is important. In September 2014 and seized control over much of the North Yemen by 2016. So Yemeni officials and Sunni states have repeatedly alleged that Iran and its proxy Hezbollah have provided arms, training and financial support to the Houthis. But Iranian and Hezbollah officials have denied and downplayed the claims. The USA, in coordination with Saudi Arabia is a Sunni country, has presented physical evidence of Iranian arms transfer of the group. The Houthis are a large clan originating from Yemen's northwestern Saada province. They practice the Zaydi form of Shiism. Zaydis make up around 35% of Yemen's population. What's important here is to understand that the religion is not the base of this terrorism. The terrorism economy is the geopolitical economy that fuels the terrorism is. Terrorism is not that much evident where geopolitics is lesser, such as, let's say, countries of South America, such as Argentina, Chile, Paraguay. You never hear about these countries having an active terrorist, let's say, events ongoing. But around the Mediterranean, especially in the southern Mediterranean regions, such as, let's say, Africa here, alright, and Israel, etc. here, Egypt here. Alright, so all these countries, they are in grip of terrorism because a good economy is being fueled here by the different countries. Alright, moving forward, anti-Zionism versus anti-Semitism. So it's both are very simple terms. They can be asked in your interviews because they are fairly popular terms. So we need to learn what they mean. Alright, anti-Zionism versus anti-Semitism. So recently US House of Representatives, basically USA Parliament, voted in favor of a resolution which declared that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. Alright, so let's see what are these two terms. What is the meaning of these two terms? So in the Zionism, first of all, so the aim of Zionism is basically occupation. According to the first Zionist Congress, is to create for the Jewish people a home of Earth Israel secured by law. So there's a Jew people, let's say community of Jewish people who believe that Israel is their former home. Alright, and they have historical evidence towards it, not only a certain belief. Okay, so they were living in the state of Israel even in 1200 AD and even since many BC. Alright, so Israel is their former home, and according to the first Zionist Congress, the Zionism basically, the belief of Zionism is to create for the Jewish people a home in Earth Israel secured by the law. And Zionist Jews claim Palestine to be Earth Israel or the land of Israel and believe that it was promised to them by the God in Genesis 17:8 in their book, the Hebrew Bible. So astonishingly, it is this mythological biblical dogma. So it's not a certainly mythological biblical dogma that ended up being recognized in two of the most momentous pronouncement of the last century. So one is this Balfour Declaration of 1970. So this is very important. We talked about this when we talked about the Israel's and Gaza conflict. Alright, so we talked about the Balfour Declaration, the role of UK in all this conflict and all. You can watch that lecture. Alright, so basically what does Judaism mean? That Israel is our home according to Jews and the creation of an Jew land or Jew home. So this is the meaning of the Zionism. Alright, so what is anti-Zionism? That anybody who is against this policy or against this belief, they are the anti-Zionist. So basically those who believe in the Palestinian Authority of the Gaza, they are basically anti-Zionist. So this cannot be called anti-Semitic. Anti-Semitic means against Jews. Okay, so because the Berlin-based International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance defines anti-Semitism as a certain perception of Jews which may be expressed as hatred towards Jews. So Semitism came into the picture after the World War II, after Hitler's action of Holocaust from Germany. Alright, so what he did to the Jews was known as anti-Semitism. Now Jews have a belief that Zionism is to create a home for the Jews. So if you are going against this belief, you are essentially going against the Jews because they want a home there. So that is why USA Parliament took a resolution that anti-Zionism is basically anti-Semitism. Alright, so this is the meaning of these two terms. This can be asked in an interview or you can use them in the mains answer writing. Alright, let's see another news, which is Kerala will renew campaign for a new dam at Mullaperiyar. So this becomes important for us to learn the location of Mullaperiyar Dam. What is the issue and the constitutional aspects? Issue, interstate water tribunals or interstate water disputes, as well as the location. So Kerala will shortly renew its campaign for a new dam at Mullaperiyar as the revised detailed project report DPR for the new structure is getting ready. The new DPR, which compiles with the guidelines of the Central Water Commission, that is CWC. So we'll have to see the constitutional aspect of this CWC. Alright, and what is the dispute? So engineering experts recently completed the design of a new dam that is being proposed 366 meter downstream of the 126-year-old existing one. The consent of Tamil Nadu is also required for Kerala to begin the construction. So this is the issue, that though dam is located in Idukki district of Kerala, so basically on the Idukki river. Alright, the dam is owned and operated by the Tamil Nadu. Actually, sorry, it is Idukki Dam located on the Periyar river. So according to Article 262, please remember this Article 262. 262. In case of disputes related to waters, Parliament may by law provide for the adjudication of any dispute or complaint with respect to the use, distribution or control of water or in any interstate river or river valley. So basically any tribunal can be established via this article, and even Supreme Court cannot adjudicate over this tribunal. So please remember Article 262. How to remember? 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6. So 222, 262. Okay, let's see the map here. So this is the Mullaperiyar Dam. This dam is on the Periyar river. Here you can see the Periyar river, and this is the state of Kerala. So from here water goes towards the Tamil Nadu. So water sent to Tamil Nadu by a canal. So Vagai Dam, then Periyar Main Canal, and here is the Madurai Vagai river, and further to Tamil Nadu. So on which river Mullaperiyar Dam is located? On the Periyar river. Alright, and Idukki Dam is also located on the same river. Okay, let's see one more thing. ISRO's commercial arm to launch GSAT 20 satellite on SpaceX Falcon 9 in 2024. So what is this GSAT satellite? What is the SpaceX Falcon? What is the SpaceX? Alright, what is ISRO? So the commercial arm of ISRO, New Space India Limited, NSIL. Please remember this. NSIL. This is the commercial arm of ISRO. It will launch GSAT 20, that is renamed as GSAT N2, onboard SpaceX Falcon 9 during the second quarter of 2024. The GSAT 20 is a high throughout the band, Ka band actually, throughput Ka band satellite, which will fully owned, operated and funded by the NSIL. So it's basically ISRO, but a different branch of ISRO. So according to NSIL, GSAT 20 offers Ka band HTS capacity with 32 beams having pan-India coverage, including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep Islands. So this Ka band is not important for us. HTS capacity not important for us. What's important for us, that pan-India capacity is there. Pan-India capacity with Andaman and Nicobar plus Lakshadweep. For what are the use of this? Broadband use, telecom use, etc. So the satellite weighing 700 kg offers an HTS capacity of nearly 48 Gbps high transmission capacity and has been specifically designed to meet the demanding service need of remote and unconnected regions. So during the second half of the 2024, NSIL will be undertaking the GSAT 20 satellite mission to offer cost-effective Ka band HTS capacity primarily for meeting the broadband as well as IFMC and cellular backhaul service needs. So what we learned, that GSAT 20 launched by the NSIL through SpaceX Falcon, and what is the use? Broadband and telecom or cellular services pan-India, including the Lakshadweep and the Andaman Islands. So it added that NSIL is realizing the GSAT 20 satellite through ISRO and will be launched on board Falcon 9 under a launch service contract between NSIL and SpaceX USA. SpaceX is basically Elon Musk company. According to SpaceX, Falcon 9 is a reusable two-stage rocket designed and manufactured by the Elon Musk founded company for the reliable and safe transport of people and payloads into Earth orbit and beyond. So it added that Falcon 9 is the world's first orbital class reusable rocket. A GSAT satellite. So what is GSAT satellite? Okay, this is very interesting thing. It stands for geosynchronous satellite, and it's a series of communication satellite developed by the ISRO. These satellites are placed in geostationary orbit, that is GEO, which means they orbit the Earth at an altitude of approximately 35,000 kilometers and maintain a fixed position above the equator. Let us clear these two terms. What is geosynchronous and geostationary? So geo means Earth and synchronous means in sync with Earth. So a satellite that is in sync with Earth's rotation or movement is known as the geosynchronous. So this refers to a satellite orbiting the Earth with a specific orbital period that matches the Earth's rotation on its own axis. So that is roughly 23 hours, 56 minutes and 4 seconds. Essentially, the satellite keeps pace with the Earth's rotation as seen from a fixed point on the ground. This means the satellite appears to stay in the same location in the sky. However, geosynchronous satellite can have different inclinations relative to the equator, causing them to trace out a figure 8 path in the sky over the course of a day. Alright, now let's talk about the geostationary orbit. So this is a special case of a geosynchronous orbit. So all geostationary orbits are geosynchronous orbits, but all geosynchronous orbits are not geostationary orbits. Alright, so this is a question here. Take care of it. I may ask it tomorrow in the Telegram channel. So the satellite is not only in sync with the Earth's rotation, but also orbits directly above the equator. Okay, so this can be, let's say this is the equator. So geostationary will be always located here. Alright, right in front of the equator. However, geosynchronous can be located here also on a tilt angle of theta. Okay, so as the Earth rotates, this will also rotate like this. Okay, this can also rotate like sort of this. Okay, so due to this position, the satellite remains fixed in the sky, specific point above the equator for observation on the ground. So this makes geostationary satellite ideal for applications like telecommunication, broadcasting and weather monitoring, as they provide continuous coverage over a large area. So here we can see this is a geosynchronous satellite because it has an angle, this let's say with the equator theta. This is also a geosynchronous satellite because this has an angle theta with the equator, while this is a geostationary, but all of them are in sync with the Earth's rotation. Alright, so please know about all these things. So this lecture will end here. This is Yatharth signing off. So thanks a lot for being here. I'll deal with more current affairs in the next lecture. Thank you for your presence. See you.